Hi, my name is Chris Gillette. I'm a wildlife educator. I take people out in the Everglades on tours, and I also work with the university on local research projects. I've lived in Florida my entire life. I'm born and raised, and I've lived in the Fort Lauderdale area for about the last 5 or 6 years. What I love about working down here is really the diversity. In one day, I can go from working with sharks, to alligators, to snakes, to diving, all sorts of different things. There's so much to offer in this area. So being in Fort Lauderdale, we are just on the edge of the northern Everglades here. So if you head out west, basically you head to the end of any road going west and you're gonna hit the glades. So the best way to start your day in Fort Lauderdale is get out in the Everglades on an airboat ride. Water's nice, calm, and beautiful in the morning. Hopefully we can see some wildlife. How's it going, Tim?
What's going on, Chris? Good to see you, man. How's everything?
Good.
Awesome.
Ready to head out, see what we can find?
Absolutely, man.
Good, man.
Awesome.
Sawgrass Recreation is an eco-tourist attraction right on the edge of the Everglades in Fort Lauderdale. They offer airboat rides, a couple wildlife exhibits, and it's a very family-friendly oriented atmosphere. Airboats are really, really awesome. If you've never been on one, they're just crazy. It's this giant fan behind you. There's no prop in the water, it's just a giant propeller behind you. The engine's right there, blasting along. And they're really minimal drag on the water, so they get going like sideways, swinging around everywhere. And as we're cruising around out there, you'll see alligators, wading birds, fish, all kinds of wildlife. You could even get lucky and see something like a Florida panther even. I work in the Everglades, but I also come to the Everglades to play. You know, it's beautiful out here, very serene, very peaceful. It's a great place to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city and just come out here and enjoy it. Another day at the office.
Exactly, another day at the office. So I hear you now you're gonna go down and go see some of our alligators and try to get them, see if they want a bite to eat.
Let's go have some breakfast,
friends. Awesome.
Let's go do it.
Cool.
Oh, check out little baby gator.
Yeah. Dude, look at that.
Little cutie.
Yeah. About like 2, 3 years old probably.
Yeah. So of course, if you're in Florida, you know you're here to see alligators. Florida is famous for its alligator population. We have several million in the state. A lot of people are afraid of them. They're really not that bad. They're not aggressive. They're not out to get you or anything like that. But they're also really fascinating to watch and check out. And they're kind of lazily basking on the banks or cruising around through the water. And it's amazing to see this practically living dinosaur sharing space just right next to the city. That was great. That gator is huge. Now we're gonna go ahead and head on for the rest of the day. So we're here at Flamingo Gardens. It's a beautiful botanical garden with lots of huge, gorgeous, lush trees. You can hear peacocks everywhere. It's also a wildlife sanctuary with a lot of rehabilitated animals and rescue animals. So Flamingo Gardens is an amazing facility with all sorts of exotic wildlife with beautiful enclosures and a very, very well-furnished landscape. You'll have a great time walking the grounds, checking out all the gorgeous plant life, and also seeing all of these different animals they've rescued over the years, living out their lives there. So these gorgeous flamingos, they're the namesake of the park, right?
Yes, it is. When Mr. and Mr. Ray first came here to South Florida, he always thought Florida and flamingo, they went hand in hand.
Right. So one of the cooler things about flamingos, I think, is we see them as this tropical animal, which they are, but they're also native to Florida. I think they should be the state bird, in my opinion.
Well, yes, yes, yes.
So I love wildlife, as you guys have figured out, and I love wildlife photography. I'm actually a shooter myself, and so we're gonna go check out the National Geographic Fine Art Photography Gallery right here on Las Olas. It has a ton of beautiful photography from different photographers around the world. So this is more along the lines of what I do, except done much better. I'm an underwater shooter myself. I do a lot of sharks, alligators, things like that. And so this is just an amazing shot and definitely what I hope my shots might look like someday. Walking around the gallery is a great way to spend a couple of hours, especially if you get caught in some of our afternoon thunderstorms. This is a beautiful, powerful photo, a young orangutan. I've seen this printed many times, and here in the wet season right now, it's kind of how I feel sometimes here. Amazingly gorgeous, inspirational work in here. Definitely a must-see. But now we're gonna head on to our next spot. So we've arrived here at Hugh Taylor Burch State Park. This state park is located right on the beach. The water's right there. But what makes this one unique is it's a beautiful coastal hammock habitat that's home to some of the threatened gopher tortoises. We have a lot of really nice little parks scattered throughout the city. You can visit a lot of these nice little greenways, and they can be a great area for birding. So we're walking through a coastal hardwood hammock, and this is on an ancient sand dune from when the coastline used to be right here. Now currently the coastline is only a couple hundred yards that way. It's actually, you can hear the waves from here. The park offers several miles of beautiful walking trails as well as beach access. So just a moment ago, we were in a coastal hardwood hammock, and within a 5-minute walk, here we are beachside, and then the coastal hotels and everything right there as well. So a great way to relax after an eventful day is having a nice dinner on the beach. The Fort Lauderdale Marriott Harbor Beach Resort and Spa offers fine dining and beautiful scenery. Cheers. They offer barefoot dining right on the beach. You can actually have your dinner with your feet in the sand and the ocean waves right behind you.
The mushroom and arugula flatbread.
Oh, wow. That looks great. I love eating outside. You have the ocean breeze, beautiful weather, beautiful company. It's quite nice. That was an amazing dinner on the beach, beautiful scenery. Let's go take in a local show. The Bee Ocean Resort has a mermaid show at the Rec Bar where you can watch real live mermaids. You can grab a bite to eat, have a couple of drinks, and watch the mermaids swim around.